Shalom, shalom. Before I get started, as always, I want to give all praise to our power, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachaha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Salutation and blessings to the hopeful elect scattered throughout the four winds of the earth. All right. Um, this here be a reaction video to another People's Choice video. I was just listening to. Um, as you can see, it says Pfizer insiders admit jump-shotted men are being chemically castrated. All right, and going back to 2021 when these things started to be rolled out, and you had all the different doctors and scientists and whistleblowers, trying to blow the whistle. Some ended up unalived. Some were just blackballed. All right, they were bringing this information. All right, but here we are. 3 years, almost 3 years. They started giving it out in the end of 2020, going into 2021. So yeah, about 3 years. You know what I'm saying? Now these things are starting to be more and more accessible after this weapon has totally taken over the body of those who gave this man that permission to take that goddamn shit. All right, so here it is again. All you Israelite leaders who made it a point for you to show how big, bad, and bold and tough you were, to be all on Instagram and social media saying how you got your inoculation card and this, that, and the third, pushing that that spirit on Jake. All right, the simple, because only the simple followed you. All right, now look at all the information being brought out about this. All right, so I'm gonna just hit play, stop, interject, and of course bring some scriptures into it, because not only is it happening with men but with women as well. All right. What was the name of that movie or that show that came out a few years ago? Right, either right after the so-called pandemonic shit. What was the name? Utopia. Utopia. I was getting ready to say dystopia, but it was the name of it was Utopia. All right, which really it was a dystopian society that they were trying to build, and they actually accomplished, because the dude, same dude that played in the movie Cell, same dude that played in the movie 2012, he played in all these end time movies. Damn, what's his name? But anyway, I forget his name. But he had told the people, they had them tied up, and he said, the plan is to depopulate by destroying the reproductive organ in both men and women through what? A so-called VACCINE, a jump shot. All right, and here it is in real time. This is what's being reported about that jump shot that they gave out. All right, let's listen. Salakia, I'm over.
Vaccinated men around the world who thought they had escaped without side effects are waking up to bad news this week. As groundbreaking research reveals, their sperm is behaving in ways doctors have never seen before. According to new research, and instead ties itself into knots by self-assembling into bizarre 3D ribbon-like structures. But it gets even worse. Doctors are now warning the unvaccinated intercourse with them under any circumstances.
Look at that. To avoid sexual intercourse with the jump shot it. All right. You wonder why 42,000 in Houston ended up with HIV. 15,000, including children under the age 12 who are not actively involved in sex, have been reported to have HIV. All right, and not only is it HIV, but you're sterilized. All right, this was a weapon. All right, that this devil concocted, and it is the instrument of the churl. All right, uh, the instruments also, Isaiah 32:7, Salakia. The instruments also of the churl are evil. All right, this man, he didn't castrated you. All right, uh, uh, a lot of you so-called black women, Hispanic, and you could go look it up. I had looked it up before I went to the right here. All right, this is and this is as of, I believe, 2022. All right, the time frame as of July 2022. This is a map of all the races in each state and the percentage of them. All right, that were inoculated in the entire United States completely. 59% of so-called black people, all right, have taken the jump shot. All right, 59%. Hispanics, 67%. All right. Edomites, 64%. So literally every other person that you come across took that jump shot. All right. So you could check it out. You know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is type it in, and you can see percentage-wise, state by state, how many Jake? 47% in Kansas. All right. 51% in Iowa. You know, these people out here don't even know it. All right, they probably finding out. You know, probably got a young couple trying to have children, can't have children, keep having miscarriages. They did to take the sperm and put it in the, you know, trying to do everything to have a baby, but they can't. All right, because you've been your structure, your reproductive organs have been compromised by this bioweapon. That's what it was, man. It wasn't no VACCINE. It wasn't that. All right. It was a weapon, and we finna show you that, man. Isaiah 32:7. All right. It says the instruments also of the churl are evil. When we look up this word instrument, it goes back to the word weapon. All right. Kalya. All right. Article, vessel, implement, utensil. Of hunting or war. Implement. It's a word in here. There we go. Down here. In the Strong's definition, something prepared, i.e., an apparatus, as an implement, utensil, dress, vessel, or weapon. Point blank, period, man. Armor, bearer, artillery, bag. All right? So, going back to the scripture, Shalaki, I don't want to. It says, the instruments also of the churl are evil. He deviseth wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words, even when the needy speaketh right. All right. And he destroyed a lot of our people with lying words, telling them that if you don't get this jump shot, you gonna you might die. That's literally what they were saying. All right. Uh, uh, Giving you free joints, Big Macs, lap dances. All right. When you go to the hospital, all right, a lot of those nurses in there. I ain't gonna say all of them because I know of a hospital to where the nurses got together and was ready to sue that goddamn hospital, and they backed their ass up and they got their jobs back. So you got certain people that in the medical field didn't take it, all right, but a lot of them did. Okay.
Before we dive in, join the People's Voice Locals community and climb. With millions of women around the globe, press button today is completely free. During the pandemic, demand for unvaxxed sperm began to climb. With millions of women around the globe.
That's what's getting. Hey, see, the Lord setting it up for the men of the Lord, man. All right. The Lord has said, why you think women are gonna be wanting to become our wives? All right, and have our babies. That's gonna be part of it, man. All right. Lord will, you know what I'm saying? We be those men. Well, I'll be one of those men. All right. This devil devised a evil and wicked ass plan, and he did that shit. All right.
Men to become pregnant. These women were smeared as conspiracy theorists by the mainstream media, and late night hosts were instructed to mock them on their programs.
In this little clip that he's about to show, this was mainstream media just mocking, saying that this didn't happen. This doesn't happen to the seed or the sperm of the those who took it. All right, I'm not gonna play that because he say the V word a lot right there. I just want to get to these other doctors that's actually bringing out the receipts, which this is bullshit. All right, and that's what he's speaking on.
But as per usual, we just had to wait a couple of years, and the so-called conspiracy theorists were vindicated, while the media and their out-of-their-depth late-night hosts were revealed to be spreading fake news. So what's going on here? For as long as humans have been on Earth, sperm has behaved the same, like tiny determined swimmers on a mission, darting and zigzagging their way through a maze, all racing towards the ultimate finish line. But as Dr. Jane Ruby revealed this week, just a few years after the vaccine is behaving in ways we've never seen before. This is semen from a healthy 38-year-old male who took 2 years ago. He claims that he experienced no post-injection side effects from the shots, but little did he know he'd been altered on a cellular level. After his sperm was suspended in a normal saline solution for 30 days, it
altered on a cellular level. All right. The instruments of the churl are evil. All right. He altered millions, if not billions, of people on a cellular level, man. And that's just one aspect of this weapon. All right. Matter of fact, let's get that in the book of Psalms. The heart of every one of them is deep, man. Okay? This is the book of Psalms, chapter 64. Yeah, we're going to start right at the top. All right? Look, King David was on point with these Psalms, man. All right? Psalm 64 and 1, it says, to the chief musician, the Psalm of David, hear my voice, O power, in my prayer. Preserve my life from the fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked. All right? And when they put that jump shot together, they did secret things to it. They didn't tell the public, oh, if you take this, this might sterilize you for life. It'll alter you on a cellular level. You think people would have lined up the way they did at Dodger Stadium, at Magic Mountain, at colleges, at gyms, all right, at grocery stores, at pharmacies to take this goddamn shot? No. Hell no. But that show you majority of the people are nothing but goddamn cattle, man. They don't think. All right? They don't think for themselves. So it says, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect, all right, which a lot of you allowed him to shoot at you secretly with that jump shot, and now you can no longer have children, all right? You're going to have to come through the loins of one of the elect so you can get your body back right, all right, and be able to be fruitful and multiply, because that's one of the things the Lord commanded us, all right? When he gave us the paradise in the beginning, he said, be fruitful and multiply. How you going to be fruitful and multiply when you allow Esau to basically modify you on a cellular level to where you can't multiply? You can't. Your sperm are tying in knots instead of swimming to the egg. They shooting right out of you, and they just forming knots. You know. Verse 6, it says they let me see, verse 5. Or did I leave off at 5? I'm gonna read 4. It says Psalm 64 and 4, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. That was a snare laid privily on you niggas, man. And you Hispanics. That was a snare laid, a private snare, you know, that was laid upon your ass, and you fell for it. All right? They say, who shall see them? And this is why all this information is coming out now, because you are being seen. The Lord is exposing this goddamn devil. All right? On all levels. Okay? Verse 6. This is the point. It says, they search out iniquities. All right? That jump shot was iniquity searched out. Okay? They accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thought of every one of them, and the heart is deep. All right? So going back to what he was saying, man, this was deeply thought of. This is a 38-year-old man's his seed under microscope, all right, that's spiraling into a ribbon and not swimming towards the egg. All right? Castration.
Began self-assembling and forming many of these 3D ribbon-like structures. This is not normal sperm behavior, and doctors are warning they've never seen anything like it before. Denmark is the only country that has published a study on sperm health since the pandemic started, and they found a 22% decline in motile sperm concentration and total motile sperm counts from 2019 to 2022.
This was published June of 2024. All right?
This could explain why doctors are reporting that the sperm are vaccinated, but instead paddles around in circles before tying itself in knots. As Dr. Christiane Northrup reports, with
basically he didn't manipulated your seed to commit suicide. All right? The inward thought of every one of them is deep. All right? This is the left hand of the Most High. He gave them the tools and the spirit to search out these iniquities, man. Okay? Who would, only a devil would concoct some shit that'll do that. Only the devil would, man.
Organic substances, and medical scientists are baffled as to what's going on.
It's from my colleague, Dr. Carrie Made, who's been in touch with fertility clinics. They've never.
Yeah, Carrie Madej. She was one of the MDs at the beginning of this thing, blowing the whistle. This woman that she just mentioned. All right, she was one of them. I remember that.
Never seen anything like it. The sperm of inoculated men does not swim. The eggs of inoculated women do not grow into embryos, and those that do have a huge amount of contamination with stuff that's non-organic. What's going on here?
Dr. Northrop rightly.
Stuff that's non-organic is what's being concocted into that jump shot. All right. The instruments of the churl, all right, are evil. The nanoparticulates, all right. That's the non-organic things going on in the women's eggs, man. All right.
He asks what's going on here and provides a hint when she explains are also suffering the consequences of the COVID shots on a reproductive level.
We also know that, according to the first New England Journal of Medicine study saying that Pfizer was safe and effective, this was in June of 2021. If you look at the raw data, it proves that 80% of the women who get the shot in the first and second trimester, basically 0 to 20 weeks, have an 80% miscarriage rate. Now, the miscarriage rate, just baseline, is 1 in 6. It's now 7 to 8 times that much. Dr. James Thorpe points out that there's a 79% increase in fetal malformations. There are unprecedented numbers of stillbirths. But again, this stuff becomes so censored that the mainstream says, oh no, that's a lie, you're making that up. We also just published My Cycle Story with many scientists, including Dr. Hooker here, where we had a database of over 6,000 women that came forward because their voices were being silenced. We had a group of about 20,000 women on Facebook who were talking about their experience with their menstrual cycle. They'd never seen anything like it. 90-year-olds beginning bleeding again. And we're not talking mild bleeding. We're talking clotting. I had women calling me who had been passing clots for weeks and weeks. We have 2.
Yeah, you see why the Most High got to destroy this place. All right? Millions, hundreds of millions of people are messed up. All right? Bottom line. All right? You trusted the devil and you got exactly what was coming to you. All right? Where's that at? I think it's 2nd Ezra 12. Never trust thine enemy. As iron rusteth, so does his wickedness. I believe it's 2nd Ezra 12. Let's see. No, that's not it. This is dealing with wrong. Let me type it in. Okay, a lot of you trusted this man, and now you through. You can't even have babies. All right, which is a duty of men and women on the planet Earth. And you've been. Oh, it's Ecclesiasticus 12 and 10, not 2nd Ezra, Salakia. All right, and you've been compromised of that. Okay, this is Sirach chapter 12. Verse 10. It says, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself, all right, they were playing the humble role all on TV, telling you we needed to get the poor people, they got to get it first, and playing that humble role like they cared about you, and you fell for it, man. You fell for it. Now you got nanobot sperm that ties into knots. Okay? It says, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass. That's what we did. This is what the prophets was telling you to do. Man, don't trust this goddamn devil. All right? Take good heed. Now look. Now you can see that he's still that wicked ass devil. He gave you a whole goddamn poisonous bioweapon. All right? Which one aspect of the bioweapon was to castrate you, to make you sterile, men and women. All right? And that's just one aspect of it. That's not even dealing with the antenna aspect, the different lipids that's gonna burst when they let off certain frequencies and cause whatever the hell else to happen. Okay? You weren't supposed to trust this man. All right? Reading 11 again. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass. And thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. All right? Meaning, you now that it's been 3 years since they've been rolling out the jump shot. All right? Now you're seeing all the information. You're seeing the people all messed up. I regret taking it. This, that. Yeah, because you wasn't supposed to trust the goddamn devil, man. All right? It says, set him not by thee, lest when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. And that's what he want. He wants you jakes to stop producing all these babies. Okay? Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. And thou at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith. All right? See, the Bible give us exactly what we need. All right? So let's listen to a little more and we'll close it out.
There's cases of little girls, 18-month-old girls, who hemorrhaged and died.
The long-standing global elite was at the heart of the pandemic and the results of the sterilization drive. Dr. Naomi Rolfe provides important context here, revealing that Pfizer knew exactly what they were doing before, and so did the US government before telling
The FDA asked the court to keep this document hidden.
Well, I'll end it here. It's about 2 minutes left, but I'll place this link in the description box, man. You know, this was just, something I thought was very interesting. All right, now that this, that we're heading into this election and going into the new year, all this information is being brought out about these bioweapons that they gave everybody. Check this out. When you go here, all right. Japan warns jump shot causing global population. What's that? What's after population? Let's see. Collapse. All right. Same thing. This one is saying more than likely. I haven't watched this one yet. All right. So all this information is coming out of what that whole pandemonic shit and the issuing of that jump shot was all about. And I'm gonna say it again: all you Israelite leaders that told your people to take it and didn't warn them didn't even tell them not to. You said if you have to, take it. Trust in the Most High. All right. But the Most High told us never to trust our enemies, especially on some shit like that, to where he can put something into your bloodstream.